Clemson.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, his team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. It's Lawrence.
Holding offense.
That's on Walker Little, the tackle. To throw, Mullins. He's got the number 2 overall pick, the rookie Travis Hunter. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Finding room across midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
At the 45-yard line.
Lawrence going to keep this himself. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 1 on the Seahawks 21-yard line.
Second and 1 now from the 21.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. And he's brought down to 17, but that's going to be good enough. A first down picked up on the ground.
I know it's early in this game, but In my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Mullins. Oh, a loose football. I believe one of the Jaguars was able to get in there and recover. Yes, Jacksonville retains possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Corey Horton now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be let out, Greg, by their rookie quarterback.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way, and that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Escaping to his left. He keeps it himself. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll look to throw. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
Good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Exiting the pocket right. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Now, faking the give, moving outside the pocket. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
He'll try and run it with Walker. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line, and that is enough for a 1st down.
And with this field position, Mike, I think you're looking at this like it's 4-down territory. So I think they're able to get it there on 3rd down. But even if he didn't, I think that 3rd down call was all about setting up. If we needed to, we'll go for it on 4th.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Off he goes. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Flush to his right. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 3rd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Seattle. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks move out to a 7-3 lead.
Seahawks 7, Jaguars 3. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he tops all other NFL running backs to this point in the season. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. Up the sideline at the 35. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his tight end. That's Brenton Strange. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's another quick first down, and that's a 25-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This run straight ahead for Etienne. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard. Once again, it's ETN. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. Mullins. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Boye Mafe. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars are back within 1. It's 7-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, it's the Seahawks with the early lead. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They have it 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll run the draw with Walker. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Once again, it's Walker. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run the toss with Walker. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. Now he takes off. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Open right side. That strains the tight end. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. On the give, it's ETN. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Mullins to throw. Now he'll air one out. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Mullins. That'll be caught. It's Hunter. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Jacksonville.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression, and at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
And he's out of bounds, gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Now Mullins. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 23.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He'll get this to Hunter on the RPO. And he will get into the end zone. Travis Hunter. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
For the extra point.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are in the lead by the score of 13-7. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Back to the air once more on second down. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith and Jigba. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, Seattle.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
First and 10. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
They'll look to throw yet again. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
And the Seahawks first down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
First down. First and goal, Seattle.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense. Still first down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now the point after try from Myers. His kick is good. And the Seahawks move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jags offense and their two-way star, Travis Hunter, set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he'll take this to about the 28. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, Mullins. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play for Jacksonville. 38 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. It's 2nd down. Here's Mullins. This one caught left side. That's strange. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing is Mullins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's third down.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
In motion comes Thomas. On third down, they'll set up to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. First and goal as they convert on third down.
Jaguars, first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw. Mullins. That is caught by the tight end. Brenton Strange. Touchdown, Jaguars. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Jaguars will open up a 6-point lead.
Seahawks, 14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
6 yards. It's second down.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On second down, Walker. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
Here's 3rd and 2. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick slant. He's got Hunter. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Well, they hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down. In motion is Hunter. Mullins to throw. Right back to Hunter.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mullins. There's a short one. He's got Strange. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
A 25-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Jaguars will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can...
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now, faking the give. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down. And he has been terrific all year running the football. You see the numbers for the season, now up over 500 yards on the ground. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Walker. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and
he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Back to throw. On the run to the right. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Torrey Horton. Touchdown, Seattle. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will cut it to a 2-point lead.
23, Seahawks, 21.
Remember now, with the amended rule, onside kicks are now legal outside the 4th quarter, and they get to try it from the 34-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Etienne. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Big Leonard Williams brings him down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
The 39-yard line.
Mullins. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Emanwari. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
He'll drop to throw. Moving to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. To the air now on 1st and 10. That one to Zach Charbonnet. To the pylon, he's in. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now the point after drop from Myers. He knocks it through, and the Seahawks will up the lead to 5.
Seahawks 28, Jaguars 23. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jaguars offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. To throw, Mullins. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle.
And this special connection between this quarterback and him. Receivers. It was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter.